Good afternoon. So we had started the discussion about the 8th chapter, winds, storms and cyclones. In the previous classes of this chapter, we had discussed how air exerts pressure, how high speed winds, they are accompanied by reduced air pressure. We have also discussed that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Similarly, we had discussed about the wind currents that are generated due to the uneven heating on Earth. We have studied that there were two situations for the generation of wind currents on the Earth. First situation, uneven heating between the equator and the poles. Today we will discuss the second situation, uneven heating of land and water. So when we are discussing about uneven heating of land and water, in summer, near the equator, the land warms up faster. So what happens? The air over the land gets heated and it rises. This causes the winds to flow from the ocean towards the land. These are the monsoon wind. In winter, the direction of this wind flow it is opposite, and that's why what happened, this results in the formation of monsoon winds. Okay. So the main reason for the formation of monsoon winds is the uneven heating of land and water. The word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mausam, which means season, right? So you can see in this picture, during the summer, what happened? The land surface is hot and the ocean surface is cooler. So the air on the land, it is get heated and it rises up, and the air from the ocean, it takes its place. This process continues. Okay. And at the low pressure regions, there is a formation of the cloud. In winter season, the opposite thing happens. So what happened? The land gets cooler faster, the water is heated up, and so what happens? The air wind flow direction is opposite. As a result, the clouds, they are formed near the ocean region, right? So monsoon season, usually in India, seasonal winds are the winds that blow from a particular area towards a particular region in a particular direction. So we face two kinds of monsoon, southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon, right? So let us move towards the next part of the topic. Monsoon winds. The monsoon winds carry water and it rains. It is happy for farmers, but sometimes excess of rainfall, it results in the formation of floods. So many a times what happens, harvest season, it depends on the rainfall, right? But excessive of rain, that is also the reason why floods are being caused in India. Destructive nature. This destructive nature we will discuss about thunderstorms and cyclones. So what are these thunderstorms? Thunderstorms develop in a very hot and a humid climate. The rising temperatures produce strong upward rising winds, and these winds carry water droplets upward. Then they freeze and fall down again. The fast moving of falling water droplets along with the rising air create lightning and sound. This is the thunderstorm, right? So you can see in the picture how a thunderstorm is. This is because of the rising temperature. They produce strong rising winds, upward rising winds. What happens when the temperature falls? These water droplets, okay, what happen among them? There are kind of activities which create lightning and sound. So this is the thunderstorms, okay. It creates a huge sound, right? Fearful sound. So you can see in the picture how thunderstorms, they bring lightning also, okay, because of the difference in pressure. Huh? Such kind of things, okay, they are occurring, right? So next we will be discussing about cyclones, right? How a thunderstorm becomes a cyclone. Water takes up heat from the atmosphere and changes into water. When water vapor changes back to water, it releases heat. Because of this warms the air around it, and this causes a drop in pressure. Thus, storm is produced. More air rushes towards the center of the storm, and this cycle is repeated. Thus, a low pressure system with very high speed winds revolving around it is formed. This is called as a cyclone. So, we can study the formation, or we can just check the formation of cyclones in stage 1 and stage 2. The start of the cyclone is when air is heated by the sun rises very swiftly, which creates areas of very low air pressure. Okay, and in the stage 2, what happens? It carries a large amount of cool air and it rushes towards the inner regions with a great force. This is what is happening in the formation of cyclone. So you can see, right, what happened. The thunderstorms, they have a huge air pressure, right, and that's why they move towards the upward region, right. And what happened? So more air, it rushes towards the center of this storm. Okay, there is drop in pressure at the center. Huh? And so what happened? More and more air, it comes revolving around. In such a form, it occurs that at last there is a low pressure system with very high speed revolving winds around it. So you can see the picture. In the picture you can see the eye. Okay, here what is happening? Low pressure is there, and around that high speed winds are there. That is the reason for the destructive nature of the cyclone. We also call it as the eye. So you can see, okay, low pressure region in the middle and at the side surrounded by air, right? So that's what usually it occurs in case of a cyclone. So you can see, okay, middle region, right, carries large amount of water also and destructive. So windstorms and cyclones, okay, though nature is usually happy, but these are the destructive forms of the nature, okay. So with this we are ending today's YouTube video. We'll wait for the online class, right?